How's it going, everyone? Daniel here. It's time to review Feed the Beast Season 1, Episode 9, titled Be My Baby. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap and give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Next week is the season finale, but so far, Feed the Beast hasn't been renewed for a second season, so you kind of have to be like, is it the series finale or is it the season finale? I'm praying, I'm hoping that Feed the Beast gets picked up for another season. I love this show. I love this show so much. This is a show where I'd pick it up for DVD. I would really so much. So let's hope season 2 pickup. Let's get it on. Share. I mean, you need to tell AMC, show that there is this love for this show. I mean, if you enjoy this show as much as I do, make sure AMC knows, man. Let them know that there's people out there that care. And to quote Del, from The Walking Dead season 1, I believe it was episode 3 or episode 2, or no, it was episode 5 or episode 6, when he says, you just can't walk into somebody's life and then just walk out. You just can't come into my life, Feed the Beast. You can't, like AMC, you can't do that. You just can't put a show on and make somebody care and then just walk out like that. You need to continue at least one more season, at least continue the story and finish it. So let's get right on to it, because everything that's going on. One more episode, you can't finish it all. It needs to go to a season 2. Let's get on to the recap, then the pros, cons, final score. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get on to it. So Dion's baby mama hears her dad's voice on his phone, and that's how it connects. Wait, the cop you've been talking to is my dad. Or, stuff like that. Like, it finally connects to her, basically. And TJ has a gun in his drawer. Somehow Tommy didn't see it. So Tommy and Pilar, they're a thing now. A little cute thing. That's cool. Tommy is questioning Dion being TJ's dad. And then, of course, you have Dion being like, what, man? What? No. Are you crazy? I mean, he literally did that a few episodes ago when, did you sleep with Ree? No. What, man? Are you crazy? Are you off your... He did that the same way too, man. I'd be a little surprised, but I'm pretty sure it's possible Dion could be TJ's baby. I mean, dad, let's be honest. Crazy things go on in this show. Anyway, so Tommy's dad is more sick, Mr. Moraine. So Patrick's dad is awake, and he's going to be rearranging things. He doesn't want Patrick running his empire anymore. So... the cop calls off, with Patrick and Dion. Because Dion's baby mama basically says to her dad, the cop that Dion is in connection with, basically says, if you keep on going with this, I want you out of my life. Get out. And he ends up calling Dion, saying, it's off, never mind, whatever. I'm done. So that ends up happening. He apologizes to his daughter. TJ took the train home because Tommy and, no one went to go pick him up. Anyway, Tommy didn't go to grief group, and he's like, hey, what is it, Thursday? And that's how I feel every day, dude. I wake up and I'm like, what is it, Wednesday? Oh shit, it's Tuesday. Wait, today's Wednesday, it's not Tuesday. The episode premiered on Tuesday, you know what I mean? Like, you wake up and he's going through a bunch of troubles and shit like that. So Pilar says she was never a restaurant manager, but she still didn't say about her fake husband and her husband dying, so she still has that. But Patrick kills this guy, and literally, like, this guy, and you could, oh my god, like, if you're in front of a mob boss, you think you're all cool, he's all like that, and he's like, you know what, you'll get your shipment when I'm ready, alright? Yeah, you're pretty much asking for a bullet. So Patrick ended up killing him. He threatens Dion, literally puts his face in meat, dude. I hope he takes a shower after that shite, because you're gonna get something, man. Worse than crabs. So anyway, he needs $2,000 by next week. TJ is with his gun. He puts it in Andre's locker, his bully, and Andre ends up getting arrested. But you know what I'm thinking? What about the damn fingerprints? I'm pretty sure TJ wasn't like, oh yeah, wipe that fingerprints off the gun. I'm pretty sure he didn't do that. The fingerprints will lead to TJ. That's not Andre's fingerprints. Will lead to TJ. Hey TJ, they're gonna come and be like, well, the fingerprint is not Andre, so let's fingerprint TJ. You know what I'm saying? It has to do. If they don't do that, that's not realistic enough, man. So that ends up happening, man. So they got him arrested. TJ's dad is bleeding. Mr. He's in the Moraine. He's in the bathtub and he's bleeding from his booty hole, and it's bleeding blood. And Jensen, he's like, "Why don't you go outside?" And all that stuff, man. It's very brutal. Very God. I mean, just being in the bathtub and and just blood splattering, man. Not splattering, but there in the water. It's pretty crazy. And Patrick ends up killing, he kills the cop. He kills, Dion's baby's mama, dad. And I cried, and I cried when he died. But the thing is that I didn't like the last words. He was like, "Well, we all become this," or whatever. Like, he should have been pleading for his life or something. It would have been maybe a bigger, I don't like his last words. You would think he would have been talking about his daughter or talking about his life or something about it, but he was like, "We all become this one day," or we all become blah 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 one day, and then he's hanging and stuff. You know what I mean? So I wasn't a big fan of, it's sad but it feels forced. It's like, why did you have to kill him? Like, it just feels, why this episode did you kill him? Tommy doesn't do the DNA test after all, because Tommy was going to end up testing TJ's mouth and swabbing it in the inside and shit. But he didn't end up doing it. So let's get to the pros, then we'll get to the cons. I'll give you my final scores, my lovelies. So first off, TJ's story. I'm very, very, I was scared because it's too dark. It's too dark to do a kid shooting another. Like, don't do that. Like, I don't want to see that. I'm pretty sure none of you, you're like, no, they're not going to do it. TJ won't do that. He's not going to ruin his life. He's smart enough not to do that. Luckily, he was smart to put it in his locker, but still, it's still messed up. Very messed up, but I like TJ's story in this episode. It was intense, man. It had a brutal your gut and your stomach. You feel like, damn, I just did 6 shots of rum, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. So it is a pretty crazy thing of that intensity there. Also, Patrick's not messing around. That's a thing that I like, how he's kind of stepping up. But it looks like next week, I don't know, I haven't seen the clip, but what it looks like is that his dad dies. Did Patrick kill his dad for some unknown reason that he's going to be like, "Oh no, dad, what happened?" He's going to do something like that, because I feel like it's going to be something like that. But Patrick's not messing around, dude. And I love that little thing he had where Dion kisses him and everything, and he's like, it's exquisite. Like, that whole little, and Ree was right there and everything, dude. I thought that was a pretty funny. I was like laughing. I was like, yeah, in your dreams, Dion's going to be cooking for you in your restaurant. And why was Ree there? Like, why would you picture Ree there if Ree's dead? You barely knew. I don't think you knew Ree, Patrick, so. Tommy and Pilar, they're a cute little thing. I mean, David Schwimmer, and Lorenza Izzo, goddamn, like, so fucking beautiful. I mean, they could do that. They could have little babies running around, and then actually when she has the kid, and is that Dion's? It's running around like a madman on cocaine. Is that Dion's? No, it's yours, Tommy. Oh, it's gonna be a crazy season 2, man. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, that, and then the cop's death, emotional, very sad. It still sucks because I remember when I first saw him, I was like, I don't like that guy. He's annoying. And then towards the end, I kind of have a little emotion and sympathy because he's like, oh, I'm gonna go do some exercise so I could go against that little rugrat, that little kid that's coming soon. Well, shit, you ain't gonna see that kid, so. Damn. So the only cons I don't like about this, man, the episode itself, was the ending. I don't like that final shot of the DNA test, because I swear last week in the promo, didn't they have a thing where Tommy puts the thing in Dion's mouth? I thought they did that. I was like, it's going to happen. He's going to do the DNA test. I still think probably it's still TJ's kid. Come on. It's probably TJ's kid, let's be honest. But, Dion's kid. But I just didn't like that ending shot of him in the hallway. And I thought he would turn back and do it, I wasn't a big fan of that. The fingerprints on the gun. Again, they need to do the thing. Like, if they don't do that, dude, I'm going to be super pissed. Because I was like, wait, what about the fingerprints on the gun? TJ had his hands on it. And you telling me he's 10 years old. He's 11 years old. He's not smart enough to wipe his prints. As well as the cop's last words, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of that. And plus, even though his death was emotional and everything, I don't feel like they should have killed him. There was no reason, like, oh yeah, just because Patrick was humiliated by him and everything, but you didn't have to kill him, you know, so that's another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of all ages, I'm going to give Feed the Beast Season 1, Episode 9, Be My Baby, a solid B. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully all of you enjoyed. Thanks so much. Comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about this Feed the Beast episode. If you enjoyed my review, make sure to leave a like. Also share with your friends. And hit that subscribe button for more Feed the Beast reviews. I'll see you next week for the Season 1 finale. Thanks so much. Until next time, bye-bye.